record.
Recording started.
All right, recording has begun. So, awesome. Yeah, we've been talking a little bit. If you just joined us, what we did on the break. Somebody said they're the biggest Harry Potter fan. I just read the first Harry Potter with my daughter. So she's 7. So we're gonna watch the movie. So it's gonna be interesting. So your family reads Harry Potter before bedtime. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's fun. I've been to Harry Potter land, that kind of stuff, but it's very good. Okay, all right, guys. We'll talk a little bit after, but we're gonna get going on the lesson real quick. So today, what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna go over South America. We already talked about South America, where it's at, where it's located. Now we're gonna go. We're gonna learn about the population of South America through a population pyramid. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go over kind of a population pyramid, what it is. I'll show you what to do on it. We'll do one together, and then your exit ticket's going to be what you're going to do on your own. Okay? All right, so let's flip through here. I just want to send out a little reminder real quick, just kind of class rules, expectations here. Use your pointer to follow along with the teacher, okay? If you have a question, please raise your hand on the thing. I can call on you, and then respond with when questions, what I'm giving you kind of the first time. There'll be a couple times on there. Use the away button when you're away from your computer. I understand things go on. You know, like maybe I'll get a package or something like that at my door, so may have to leave for a second. And then also use the Blackboard tools appropriately. So I'll give you some time at the end if you guys want to chat with friends, but let's just kind of stay engaged right now where we're at. Okay, so here's the objectives for today's lessons. Okay, the student, that means you, will analyze gender using population pyramids and other geographic data. Okay, the student will analyze the age using maps of a population pyramid and other geographic data. Okay. Map has gender. Yes, let's talk about that real quick, because that moves us right into what a population pyramid is. Okay, so this is a population pyramid. Okay, so it's like a graph. Okay, but it's going to show on here different things. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you the different aspects of this graph. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you where the website you go to and that you can look at this data and the graphs. And then we'll go through one together, and then at the end you'll have an exit ticket of how to do that. Okay? So the first thing you got to look at, you'll notice that at the very bottom here, what are we looking at? What is this of? Okay, I'm kind of pointing at it right here. Somebody type that in the chat real quick. Oh, I thought like a guy's map and a girl's map. It's kind of like this. This tells us like the population of how many females there are to males. And this one, if we look at the very bottom, we're talking about the whole population of the world. Okay, so as of this time, now the population keeps ticking up. Okay, but we have about 7.5 billion people that are in the world. Okay, and as we kind of look at this graph here, this kind of goes over how many are male on the left side and how many are female on the right side. And it's kind of pink is the female, blue is the male. Up here, at the bottom, what it does, it has percentages. Okay, so if you look at the very bottom here on female, and I know it's hard to see right now, but I'll get you some better ones where you can kind of zoom in at eventually, is 4.4% of the population are females, and this one tells us the age. So the ages are like 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, and so on. So 4.4% of the population are females at 0 to 4. Okay? So what we can do is we can kind of look at these and we can analyze them and say, and then we can kind of hypothesize, say, why are there more females than males? Why are there more males than females? Why are people dying at a more of a rate here? Why are there so many babies being born at this time? Okay, so we can kind of look and kind of see the trends that are going on. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to go over what it would look like on here. Okay, can you guys give me a green check mark if you can see my screen real quick? Green check mark. Okay, very good. I keep going. 9, 10, 11, 12, blah, 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 blah. Okay, 14. I get more than that. Come on. 15, 16, 17. All right, come on. I know you guys are out there. I know you're out there. Okay, 18. Awesome. I hope that keeps ticking up here. All right, so what I'm doing, okay, I'm going to go Brazil. Okay, so I'm going to flip over to Brazil. This is going to be the population pyramid that you are going to look at. So this Brazil's in South America, so that's why I chose Brazil. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to first look out and see how many total people are in Brazil. Okay, so why don't you somebody type that in the chat real quick? Okay, how many to the total population are in Brazil? I'm kind of highlighting that here with my cursor, you can see it. Okay, so there's 214,500,000 basically. Okay, so that is quite a few people. Okay, now this has breakdown of where they're at. Okay, so as you can see here, there are in the 0 to 4 range. If you look at males and I kind of highlight over it, it will tell me an exact number. Okay, so for like males 0 to 4, I got 7,500,000. Okay, but there's an interesting trend here. There's not as many babies being born as there once was. Okay, so if we look up here at 15 to 19, right, you can kind of see that you know, there was more babies born at that time than there is now. Okay, so that kind of tells us for some reason people aren't having as many children at that in this country. Okay, so there's a lot of things that we can kind of look at it from there. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing real quick, and we're going to go back to the slides here, and we're going to kind of go through this together. It's less of a pyramid anymore. Yeah, so they kind of look like a pyramid because at the very top, right, you got the oldest people and you're going to die, but sometimes they're different, right? Sometimes there's areas where if you look at during World War II, there's hardly any men in that age group from 18 to 30, and they kept going up and there was only females over there. Okay, and why is that? Can anybody think of why that was? Somebody says it looks like a leaf. Yeah, the men went to war and they died, right, in the war. So we can look at these pyramids and really analyze them and see, yep, because of war. Perfect. Okay, so let's move on here. And I'm going to go over exactly what you're going to do on the exit ticket, okay? Okay, so this one is, look what we're analyzing right here. We're going to analyze the entire world like we did before. And as we said before, there's about 7.5 billion people in the world, okay? And so that's you're going to be your question 1. So on the exit ticket, you guys are going to be doing South America, okay? So that will be what it is in South America. So that's going to be your first question. You have to look at the bottom here and you have to say, what is the total population of South America? And you look at it and you have to put that answer in, okay? So pretty easy there. Okay, next. Next thing, it's going to ask you to go to the website up here, okay, and it's going to say, what is the total number of females between 85 and 89? Okay, so I wish I could kind of zoom in on here, but if you went back, you got 85 to 89. If you go to the website and you highlight over it, it's going to show you those actual numbers on there, okay? So you can go in there and you can see those actual numbers. So you'll see the actual number of females is first. Okay? And somebody put it on there. Perfect. I'm glad you can read that because I can't. Or you went to the website. Thank you, Mackenzie. Okay, the next thing you're going to do, question 3, you're going to look at how many males are at from 85 to 89. Okay, and so you'll be able to get an exact number right there. Okay, all right, so I think Mackenzie's kind of said that already. So according to the numbers you found on questions 2 and 3, okay, now this is of the world, and hopefully you can kind of see that right there. What gender makes up more of the population? Is it male or female? Okay, so I'm going to change our polling tools real quick. So we have, well, actually, no, the green check is going to be A, the red X is female. Okay, so why don't we do that real quick? Okay, which one has most of the population, male or female in the world from 85 to 89? Okay, very good. I got one person that said something. Okay. Okay, just once again, the green check mark is male, the red X is female. That's only percentage, though, not numbers. Yeah, so if it's a higher percentage, right, it would be under there. But you'd want to look at the numbers on the website there. You have to kind of scroll over it. Very good. Let's give you a couple more seconds to respond there. Okay, looks like I got about 18 responses, 18 plus. Okay. Lance, let's talk about that right after class, okay? I'll figure out something for you. Okay. Male or female? And the correct answer is female, okay? So, according to the world population, there are more females than there are males at the 85 to 89 range, okay? So now this is where you have to theorize some stuff. So I'm going to give you access to your writing tool, okay? And I want you to put some stuff on here real quick, okay? So this is saying, according to the population pyramid, okay, of the world, you guys are going to do South America, one gender has a higher percentage of population from 0 to 29, okay? The other genders have a higher, okay? In the paragraph below, please explain why the what gender is it, okay? So we already said it was female in the world case, okay? And why is there a higher percentage of females at that time, okay? So why do you think it is, okay? So why don't you write on there and let's just kind of go over some scenarios, okay? Why do females live longer than males? Okay, somebody said, I don't know, it's the percentage of the numbers, okay? Okay, so somebody says they're pretty close, okay, so it might not be a lot. What are some other things? Okay, somebody start writing on the board a little bit, okay? You got access to your to writing on there. Tell me what you think. Okay, any thoughts? So we gotta start thinking more critically now, right? Because men do stupid stuff. Okay, let's talk about what Mackenzie said, right? I'm not saying that's, maybe we shouldn't say stupid, but are men more aggressive doing things? They maybe drive faster, okay? One of the highest leading amount of death is car accidents, okay? Yeah, it may be a joke, but but there is some truth to it, right? So men actually, when they're born, there's more men that are born, okay, then males, then females. But when you get to about 29 plus, more females are alive than males. Okay? So they're more likely to possibly die in a car accident. There's more possibility they do things that kind of maybe hurt them, that could cause some areas of concern. Okay? So that's what I want you to think about. Okay? We also have there's more wars. Okay? Very good. Okay? They're more likely to get in that kind of thing. Riding a shopping cart down the hill. Yeah, like things like that. Okay? So that's what I want you guys to think about. Why would this be? Okay? Why would there be more males that are born than females, so it's higher than, but when you get to 30 plus, females outlive males. Okay? So one thing's about females seem to take better care of themselves sometimes. Okay, so that's something as well. So there's a lot of things that you can kind of put on. So I just want you to think of that as you're going through and doing that exit ticket. Okay. All right. Let's go to the very last thing here, which is the exit ticket. So I will stick around a little bit to kind of help you out. I'll let you look at the slides so you can kind of see them again. But, oh, I don't have the right link here. Sorry, let me get that up for you. But you kind of see what I mean by how to do it. So I'll stay around to answer any questions. In case you can't click it, let me get it right out here for you. I will post it on here so you can click it as well. And I will be stopping the recording, but you guys can ask me any questions. I'll stick around for the next 5 to 10 minutes to maybe help out anything that you have questions on. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys, and I'm going to stop the recording.
Recording